All right. Let me see. Who that retro bro? Who this be? I try to troll everybody. I guess Zen. I've been trolling him lately because he's so easily. He gets pissed off so easy, man. But I don't know, man. I just shits and giggles, man. Shits and giggles. Say something. I'm not sure. Hey, can y'all hear them in the chat? Can y'all hear the panel? Hold on. I'm not sure. Hey, somebody say something. Hold on. Can y'all? Oh, he said no. You can't hear. All right. Hold on. Hold on. Let me try to fix this. This is weird. It's like every freaking week. There's always some with this sound shit. Desktop audio. Let me see. Give me a second. Still waiting on a couple more people to show up. I ain't worried about it. Hell, it's a view. Let me see. Still nothing. Say something. Really? What the hell's going on? I don't know what the hell's going on. Hell, shit. When ain't never no technical issues with this damn podcast. That's every freaking week, man. Microphone default. Okay, there it is. They should hear you. Okay, there it is. So I guess Amazon, he's still tending to his wife. And it's still just us three. So,
Testing, 1, 2.
So I guess since today is Astral Chain Day, I guess people decide not to join the panel. So yeah, I'm waiting on some guys to get here. They tripping. 6 dislikes already, huh? Nice. I didn't even get started yet. I guess they mad. At the title was Gears game of the year contender. God dang, boy, y'all let the title piss y'all off, boy. God dang, y'all just so overly emotional with video games, man. Just put a pacifier in your mouth and shut the fuck up and just listen. Sit back, chill, relax, and listen before you just all of a sudden just assume that we gonna say that this game is game of the year contender. From what I'm looking at, from what I'm hearing, what I'm reading about, the game looks really good. It looks like it's gonna be better, way better than Gears 4. And a lot of people that's playing the game is a lot of them praising the game, saying it's a lot better. It's very revolutionary, and like I said, I can't wait to get my hands on it. Of course, the Xbox Game Pass subscribers, we got early access to the game, and that's pretty cool. So get to play that bad boy early next week. Can't wait. So it's a lot of things I want to talk about with Gears. And of course, you got PlayStation. You got the Tokyo Game Show. So they not gonna show up. What is going on? What was all that? Yes, you would keep. What's up with you?
Who, me?
Yeah, every time, dude.
What you talking about?
All that background noise, man.
Oh, I got the air on. That's why.
Hey, man, you might have to mute yourself without talking, so Jesus.
Hold on.
Nah, you all good, man. You all good. Yeah, man. Hoes, they stay mad, man. They stay mad. So yeah, y'all do me a favor, hit that like button, share, share on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, however you want to share this bad boy. And I'm not sure what the hell is Alex said. He ain't responding back to my message, so if he's playing Astral Chain, you just need to go and say something so I know. And I'm still waiting on Retro Bro. And Amazu, he's in timeout from his wife. So he's in the doghouse right now. Y'all can see him. He's in the panel right now. He's on mute, but I think his wife is beating his ass right now. I think his wife is beating his ass as I speak. Oh, no, never mind. He's
Baby
there.
girl,
Someone's sleeping on the
baby
couch
girl,
tonight.
tell him to shut up. Tell him to shut up. Hold on,
Oh
hold
boy.
on. Come here.
So you at the doghouse now? You at the doghouse?
Nah, man, I'm good.
So,
Hold on,
oh
hold on.
boy, you got Daddy Daycare over here. So anyway, I guess it's gonna be us three for right now until the other guys come. So I guess let's introduce ourselves and gonna get started. So doing intro. Let's start with you, Jalen.
Hey, what's happening, everybody in the chat?
Yeah.
This is your boy Jalen, and let's get this show on the road. And also, Astral Chain sucks because it's not on the PS4.
Oh damn. All right, and I guess next is gonna go. Oh, I guess Amazon muted himself, so I guess. Boy, this
No,
podcast.
it's good.
All right, go
It's
ahead.
your boy Amazon. How's everybody doing, man? Just got off of work. As y'all can hear, Daddy Daycare.
Daddy daycare. But anyway, so basically, it's not really much to talk about. Of course, we got Astro Chain at lunch today. We got some information
It
about
sucks because it's not
Gears.
on the PS4.
Yeah, it sucks because now I'm on PS4. And of course, we got Gears 5. That's that main topic. A lot of people are excited about it. There's a lot of talking, a lot of hype about it, and the early reviewers, the people that's already playing the game right now, a lot of them is absolutely loving the game. And they said that Coalition wanted to do something different to get away from that other I guess from the whole entire Gears series, I guess that other style, I guess they wanted to change it up a little bit, put a little bit of RPG elements into it, and from what I'm hearing, they saying that it looks not only looks absolutely stunning, the game is it's very good, and it's a game that I've been very excited about. Of course, with the Xbox brand, I'm not excited about the Xbox brand because it's been nothing but a hell these past 3 years if you're an Xbox fan, and I'm glad to see that we actually gonna finally get a really good AAA game. And what else? I want to talk about. I wanted to do my Astro Chain impressions. Of course, I didn't play it yet. I got it downloaded currently on my Switch right now, and I didn't get to it yet. And of course, a couple of people that I thought that's gonna be in the panel tonight, I believe they didn't already played. I want to get their impressions, but they're not here. So yeah, they fucked me
With G
over.
Rock.
I saw him in the chat a while ago, so
Yeah.
I can see if you want to come. Matter of fact, I think I did ask him earlier, and I'm not even sure if he even responded back. Let me see if you want to come. Hold on, give me a second. So what games have y'all been playing this week? What you been playing, Jalen?
I've been playing Smash, of course, Mario Kart, of course, and a lot of old school games from the late 2000s.
All right, that's what's up. All right, what about you, Amazu?
Smash Brothers and a little bit of Fire Emblem. Come
Oh, you got your hands full over here, Daddy Daycare.
Yeah,
What you
that's
say?
pretty much it.
Oh, that's all you've been
Smash
playing.
Brothers and Fire Emblem. A little bit of
Oh,
Fire Emblem.
I didn't play much myself. Just play some Yakuza 6. It's a good game, and I'm still in the early stages of it. And oh yeah, we do got some Yakuza news. Yakuza 7. And from the looks of it, looks like it's gonna be a good game. But the deal that a lot of people is kind of confused. They switching up the gameplay mechanics. It's going to be a turn-based instead of a brawl. Well, it's going to be a brawler, but it's a turn-based game. So I don't know how I feel about that, but you know,
Mm,
it's kind. I'm kind of at that point that if it's not broken, then don't fix it.
I agree.
So I don't know why they doing it. Maybe they know something that I don't know, and like it's supposed to launch in Japan early 2020, and of course it's gonna come to the West later on that year. And of course we still got a lot to catch up on the Yakuza collection. Was it 3 and 4? And of course we got Kiwami 1 and 2, and of course Zero came out about a couple years ago. So one thing about Sega, at least they is letting a lot of people, dive into the Yakuza universe, because for a while it was really strictly in Japan for some reason, and from the because of all the demand of the game, that's when they finally sent it to the West. So my very first Yakuza game was Yakuza 0, and there's a lot of Yakuza games that I need to dive into. Even though I'm playing 6 right now, I still hadn't played 1, 2, 3, and 4 and
Yeah.
5. So there's a lot of Yakuza games that I need to play so I can know the story of Kiru. I forgot his last name. The main protagonist, Kiru something. But yeah. So I'm gonna give Sega some props on that. They really doing a fan service on this, on the Yakuza series. And not only that, of course, you got Persona 5 Royal coming out. I think early next year, something like that. And there's going to be added a lot more content. And I'm going to buy that game again, even though I did beat Persona 5. But I do want the extra content that they're giving to us. And what else Sega's doing? Sega's been on fire lately. Of course, you got Judgment that came out, and I heard that was a fantastic game. Of course, Alien Isolation finally got a port on the Switch, and that's like one of the best horror games I played. Now, that is a fantastic game. If you hadn't played Aliens Isolation, please do so. If you got a Switch, don't matter, just play the game. It's out. It's on Xbox Game Pass as I speak right now. So basically, like I said, if you like horror games, then that's a game I suggest that you play. What else have Sega has been doing? I'm over here, my son in there. I might have to go get it. Oh man, boy, Jesus Christ! Cause my oldest daughter right now, she's in there with him while he's watching Sesame Street, and I'm over hearing him screaming right now. So yeah, like, hey, I'm still gonna push forward with this podcast. I got a lot of things going on right now. Not only I got a lot of things going on. Amazon, you got a lot of shit going on right now. Cause who's that? Is that your son?
No, it's my daughter.
Oh, it's your daughter.
Yeah.
So what's wrong? She sleepy?
No, she's good. She's just up. She's just playing.
Oh, she playing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the Astral chains. I really want to get their impression, but they not even here, dude. So the people that's in the panel, what do y'all think? Have y'all played Astral Chain yet? If so, then let me know in the chat. And if you hadn't hit the like button, please do so. Get some more people here. My view count is not what I want it to be. So yeah, I definitely do some more content on this channel because my views have extremely went down. But yeah, I guess with Sony, they're not. Let's start with Sony. They're not coming to the Tokyo Game Show this year. So, God, that's you again, Matt. You not Matt, Jalen. What is going on with your side, dude?
What are you talking about now?
No, that's you. So anyway, of course, Sony, they didn't show up to E3 this year, and they're not going to show up to the Tokyo Game Show. So, and a lot of people wondering, like, what is going on with The Last of Us 2 release date? Because we've been seeing a bunch of footages these past, 3 years now? And you would think that we would have got a actual release date at E3, but since Sony has skipped out, okay, that's when we thought that we was gonna get a release date during Gamescom. We didn't get no release date. Okay, Tokyo Game Show. We thought we would get a release date on Tokyo Game Show. They're not gonna show up. So what is going on? Oh, it got me thinking that The Last of Us 2 is going to be a cross-gen game day in and day out. Like, remember on how when Last of Us 2, of course, it was on the PS3. Then, like a few months later, that's when the PS4 got the port. So I'm not sure if this is going to be the case because like it's like the farther we wait, it got me thinking that when the PS5 come out in late 2020, that's when it's gonna launch alongside with the PS4 version. So what do y'all think like with Sony skipping Tokyo Game Show? Do y'all think The Last of Us 2 going to be a PS5 and PS4 release game at the same day, or y'all think it's going to be a few months prior to the launch? What do y'all think?
I think Last of Us 2 is gonna be like a Zelda Breath of the Wild, in my honest opinion.
So you think it's going to be the same day?
Yeah, like last game for the PS4 and the launch game for the PS5. Because in my honest opinion, I think that'd be a smart move by Sony to start out their next gen console with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Amizu? Oh, he's still muted. He must have his hands full.
Mhm.
Hey, the panel is tripping tonight, man. What the hell's going on?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it's that Astro chain fever or something. Hey, you buy your Switch?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm upstairs in a different room.
Okay, I'm trying to see is Alex or Nick on the Switch right now. That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah.
if they on the Switch, and that's kind of fucked up. Because I asked them if they come into the podcast,
What they say?
no response.
Yeah, Astral Chain did. Yeah, Astral Chain did just release today, so they probably getting enjoyment out of it.
Well, if they is, they should have let me know. So I would have, either rescheduled the podcast or I just did solo. And plus,
Uh, hey, what's his name? Enrique Figueroa said he wants you to invite him to the podcast.
uh huh.
Yeah.
Sure, why not, man? Yeah, everybody else ain't showing up. Hold on, man. I'll send you a link.
Yeah. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, man.
Give me a second, man. Let's.
Yeah. Yo, Astral Chain must be really good then. Yeah. We got body in the heartbeat so wait. Hell, people saying that game's gonna be in the game of the year contender.
Maybe could be. Just a second, y'all. Just a second. Let me send an invite. So I guess so technically there's only two of us here. Technically.
Amazu's out doing his parent duties.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Alright, I got you, Enrique.
That's his name? Enrique.
I believe so.
Enrique. Okay, that's how you pronounce it.
Don't get me to lie.
Yeah. Figueroa.
Alright. So we was talking about the Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah.
Sony. Okay, so well, I'm not sure what's going like from what you said a while ago, Jalen. maybe they will do what Nintendo did with Zelda Breath of the Wild, have the game launch the same date, but the deal with that is Ghost of
Uh-huh.
Tsushima. Like
Shishi.
what is going on with that? Because we was it E3 2017 when we first got. I believe it was
Uh,
2017 when we first was
yeah,
it was 17 or
we first
18?
got the first trailer of the Last of Us 2.
Was it 17? Talking about yeah. So yeah, you're right. So it was 2017 we first got the trailer of The Last of Us 2. And
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's 2018 or 2017 when we first got the trailer of Ghost of Tsushima. And we
Yeah.
not hearing really much from that game. Got me thinking, is that going to be a launch title also? Like, what's going on? Sony is being so quiet, and I don't
Yeah, I
know,
think so.
because since they got to skip Tokyo Game Show, I think the last game event of this year is going to be the Video Game Awards. So will we get some type of announcement at the Video Game Awards, or are they going to pull a okey doke and kind of like what they did with the announcement of buying Insomniac Games? Maybe they might pull the okey doke and ruin other people's events by tweeting out that they bought Remedy. Because remember with Jeff Keighley, remember at the Gamescom, he got pissed off because Sony
Uh-huh.
Sony bought Insomniac Games, and it just changed the whole formula. Because
Uh,
instead of people talking about what they're talking about at the Gamescom, everybody switched the whole subject to Sony and Insomniac Games. So Jeff Keighley, he didn't take that very well. I could tell by looking in his face. He was pretty pissed off about that. So got me thinking, will Sony do that again and pull it okey doke and just all of a sudden just buy up these other studios and just finally give us a release date of The Last of Us 2, give us a release date of Ghost of Tsushima, it's whatever.
Yo,
Hey, what's going on, man?
yeah.
what up, bro? What's going on, panel?
Hey, what's going on?
Shit,
Ain't
nothing
nothing.
much, man. Just
I'm trying to help you out on the hiatus.
ah, shit, hell, half
Hey,
the panel didn't fucking show up tonight. They must be playing that Astral Chain or something. So I guess,
No, they doing something. They
yeah,
doing something.
yeah, they
yeah.
doing
Doing
something.
something.
Hey, hold on one sec. I'm gonna switch my headphones real quick because these one got bad quality sounds, kind of.
All right, that's what's
All
up.
right,
That's what's
cool
up.
beans. So what's the what are the questions?
So basically, I really wanted to get the impressions of the. Hey, Jalen, mute yourself. Hey, mute yourself, Jalen.
that nigga all
All right,
sneezing.
all right. Sorry about that. I had my headphones out.
Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, I really wanted to do our impressions on the Astro Chain, but of course I hadn't got to it yet. It just downloaded on my Switch, and of course nobody else in the panel got to it yet. And I believe the people that was supposed to be in the panel tonight, they already planned it, so I can't get no impressions. So I'm at the scratch that out the goddamn subject. So I guess next talk about the PlayStation. I'm skipping the Tokyo Game Show and still don't know what's going on with The Last of Us 2. No release date. I'm getting very frustrated and uh
I
trying.
mean, you should know Last of Us 2 is gonna be cross-gen,
Yeah,
just
it's
like the
gonna be
last one was.
it's gonna be
Last
cross
one was the
gen.
same way.
Yeah, but of course the PS3 version launched first, and of course the remounts came out. About was it a few months later, or something like that. So I'm not sure if they're trying to do what they did, or it's going to be a PS4 and PS5 same day release. So that's what got me thinking that's what's going to be. And of course, Ghost of Tsushima. So what's going on with that? Like,
As far as the Last of Us, in my opinion, as far as the Last of Us is concerned, I mean, I don't know why they would drop it the same day for PS4 and PS5 because PS5 is going to be backwards compatibility. So I know everybody can't get it.
Holy, yeah, that is true. Almost forgot about
So
that.
so for them to drop it on the because remember PS3 to PS4 it wasn't backwards. It wasn't.
yeah,
So you
yeah.
wasn't getting it. or whatever. Like me personally, I have PS3 and I waited for the PS4 version because I knew that was the best version.
Oh
That's
yeah,
just me
yeah,
though.
yeah.
I mean, everybody else, that's them. I'm not buying the same game twice.
Mm-hmm. Well,
That's just me.
we
You
got
know.
some fanboys that will. They will buy 5 Xboxes and 5 PlayStations.
And 5
Yeah.
switches.
Yeah, to play the
uh,
same game. Like
I,
I'm not doing that. You know what I
no.
mean? Like I mean, Ghost of Tsushima, I think that's gonna be honestly Ghost of Tsushima, I think that's gonna be like a PS5 launch release. It should be at this point because I mean we've only seen one trailer on,
Yeah.
and people were going crazy about it.
Oh man,
You know,
that game looks good, man.
I mean that game looks amazing. You know what I mean from what they showed or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Um, like, but like realistically, like what else would they ought to prove? That's why they be skipping all these shows. Like, look, they didn't even go to Gamescom,
Yeah.
and all they did was drop a tweet, and they completely changed the whole momentum of everything that was going on there.
Yeah. He wasn't happy.
He definitely wasn't happy,
Yeah.
but I mean, but then again, I mean, it is what it is. You know, like they drop tweets and they change everything. So like, why would you have to go there and waste money? You
That's
know,
true. Like Sony,
Mhm.
they don't need to prove anything else. They done sold 100 million consoles once again.
and running
Um,
and running.
yeah, they're still running and they still pumping. Not only sell 100 million consoles, they still pumping out quality games.
Games.
You
Yeah.
know,
Plus, you
mhm.
still have you still have your multiplats. That's always gonna sell. So look at Control. Control is like people rating Control at like 9 out of 10.
Man, speaking of control game, I'm hearing that those frame rates is off the
They're
wall, man.
terrible. I heard they were terrible.
Oh
I heard
man.
if you had a regular PS4, I heard that they were like at 20 frames a second.
So how did the
Ugh.
game score so
Ew.
high? So how did the game score so highly and it's not even playable? I don't understand.
I don't get it. Honestly, in my opinion, a lot of people that are rating the game at nines are the same people who like Quantum Break.
I don't know.
That's I mean, that's just my opinion because if you look at it, like, I mean, didn't they kill Days Gone because of frame rates?
Yeah, they killed Days Gone for good frame rates,
They
and
they, they killed Days Gone because of frame rates.
yeah, and Days Gone is a good. I think is a good game. The frame
I beat
rates.
it. I platinumed it. I beat it. I
Oh
platinumed
really?
it.
You
Yeah,
know,
I thought it was too slow.
yeah.
Like the first 10 to 15 hours was like way too slow.
Oh yeah, it was slow. Like for the game to have a Metacritic of 71, I thought, you
I
know,
thought it deserved like a 78 in my
yeah,
opinion.
that's what I was thinking. I was going to say about
Hey,
seven.
real.
Yo,
I'm gonna have to take off early. I gotta go somewhere.
okay, that's fine. Do what you got to do, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate you
I'm
coming.
bad, brother.
Nah, you
Yeah,
good.
I'll be on the next one.
All
All right, you
right,
all
Hey,
take care.
all right, man. You
uh,
too, man.
All right. Peace.
Hey, do the same, bro.
Yeah, I had a feeling he was gonna leave, man. His little boy was kicking his ass. Was it? Hold on, it was a boy or girl? I think it might have been a girl.
no, you said girl earlier.
Okay, yes, yeah, that little girl's kicking his ass. But yeah, like no, I was saying the same thing. I was like, I would give this game between a 7.5 to 7.8. It's a good game. It's a promising upcoming franchise. They can make some improvements to it. But
Definitely, it's a new IP, But I mean,
yeah,
but
yeah.
supposedly, I mean, it did so great, like in the UK, it's where it sold the most.
Yeah, but I kind of felt that they kind of trashed the game because of those frame rates. But in that case, why don't you trash? What was that other PlayStation exclusive? Bloodborne.
Which one?
Was it Bloodborne that had some terrible frame rates at launch?
Yeah, but Bloodborne is more like a Souls game, so that already comes with a fan base.
Yeah, no, that's true. But I'm talking about the performance. Like if performance, it affects the game.
Everything.
It does.
Everything.
It affects the game. So if the performance is not up to par, then why are you scoring these games like the frame rates is up to par? I don't understand.
It's a multi-plat too, so
Yeah, it's kind of like Zelda Breath of the Wild. I liked the game, but those frame rates was terrible, and
terrible.
I was like, wow, like I don't understand. It's a
But
whole
it's
bunch of
Zelda.
That's what I'm saying. It's the buyer. It's the name that sells.
The bias,
It's the name that give these games a higher score on Metacritic.
media bias.
It's the nostalgia. You
I
know.
mean, look at Mario. Like when Mario Odyssey dropped, right? Everybody loved Mario.
Yeah.
That. I mean, I love Mario because of I've been gaming for like 30 years or whatever. But like realistically, like did I buy Mario for me? No, I bought Mario for my 3-year-old. And he beat it.
Damn.
Like it wasn't even a hard game. Like hey, he got stuck every here and there or whatever. But there was times where I would look at him play, and and there were certain boards where there's like I think like 15 stars, and he got like 11 stars, and he's 3 years old.
Yeah.
Like come on, like so it's just the whatever's behind the name, it's gonna push it.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
like nostalgia,
Control being the
man.
new IP, I'm actually kind of surprised. I'm really surprised, especially.
What?
Go ahead. So I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
I was gonna say something.
Just based off, just based off, like like from my understanding, there's no cover fire. You like when you crouch, you can't like shoot back. I've seen gameplay on it. I personally haven't bought it, and I probably won't. I think it's a day one buy for me. I think it's a $30 game.
Yeah.
I'm not paying $60 for it. I like Remedy. I think Remedy's pretty cool. And the rumor has it that Sony's gonna buy Remedy.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't even want them to buy Remedy.
Yeah.
In my opinion, or whatever. I just think like it's an overrated game.
Yeah.
Simple. In my opinion, it's an overrated game. Some people say the story's great. Other people say the story's trash. Other people say the gameplay is great. Other people say the gameplay is trash. So, like from what I've seen, it's a lot of mixed reviews. So for it to score that high on mixed reviews, I don't get it, honestly. Especially for a Remedy game. If that was the case, why didn't Quantum Break score a lot higher?
I don't know.
You know? So, and at that time, Xbox was, they had wheels to the ground and it was running. Especially at 2016 when they dropped Quantum Break.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, it's like, is it because, at this point, every Xbox game is multi-plat.
Yeah, basically, it is.
You know what I
Pretty
mean?
much.
So what exactly is? I don't know. It's just my opinion. I don't get it.
That was the last decent year that the Xbox had was 2016, because Gears 4 dropped that same year as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that was what, like 84, 85 meta?
Yeah, it was a good game. It didn't score in the 90s that a lot of people was hoping, but it was still a good game. And speaking of Gears, Gears 5, like from the stuff that I was reading today, and a lot of the reviewers, they're praising this game pretty highly, and they saying that this game is going to be different from the previous Gears. It's going to be some RPG elements. Going to be some side quests. They saying that it might have that. What's that game? I guess it was inspired by the BioShock games. And if you are familiar with the BioShock games, then yes, the game will have RPG elements. And I am a fan of the BioShock series. And if Gears of War could have something like that, have side quests and and that other stuff, then I am for it. And of course, in that other chat, in Zaire's chat, somebody I guess I mentioned the Metro Exodus when they kind of made their game kind of open world, sort of. They didn't like it, but me personally, I liked it. I felt that it added more content to the game. There was more side quests to do. And yes, I did beat. What's that? Go ahead.
There's always, I don't mean to cut you off, but there's always more stuff to do in an RPG.
Oh yeah.
That extends the game itself.
Yeah, that's true. And they said that if you just play the game straight without doing the side stuff, it's like 12 hours long. And I'm liking that because Gears 4 was let's just be real, it was pretty damn short. I finished that game, I think, in 7 or 8 hours. That game was pretty damn short.
Oh, normal?
I think it was I'm not sure if it was normal. It probably was normal. Yeah. It was. I gotta check. I got no. I know. I always play my games on normal. I always play my games on normal, but it was probably in that range, 7 or 8 hours or something like that.
Hmm.
But yeah, I felt that that's one thing I felt that it was lacking. I felt that it could have had more content, but you know, let's be real. A lot of people play Gears for the Horde mode, and Microsoft they them add other stuff to the Horde mode, and making the game even more edible. And from what I saw, the Horde mode is gonna be hella fun.
I
And
mean, but what are you into? Like, because you got Gears fans. Oh, I don't buy Gears for the campaign.
mm-hmm.
And then you got the Gears fans that I only play the campaign. So like, what do like? I think that the hype over Gears 5 is that Xbox has had nothing since what 3 years now.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna count. See if these
Nah, I don't count that. That
see
doesn't
if
count. Come
see
on.
if these
Sea of Thieves, what's that?
Those should be free to play games.
it
Come
should
on.
have been free to play. State of Decay and like Crackdown. Like wow, that's embarrassing. Due to I'm for real.
He
That's
said that's
embarrassing to spit
embarrassing.
out these abominations you call games, man. Like
Wait,
wow.
wait, well, this. I'm surprised that they still haven't faced Crackdown with all the backlash that they got.
I don't know, man. Microsoft, like, I don't know. Like, I think the last good thing they did was, launching the Xbox One X because the Xbox One X is the main reason why I'm still playing it. Playing the Xbox because the system is so powerful, much more powerful than PlayStation. Of course, the games run better on the Xbox One X, and it also looks better. So that's the only feature that got me to still play on my Xbox. Otherwise, I wouldn't be playing on it at all. I'm just gonna be real with you.
Yeah, but
True.
you see, Xbox dropping the X with like Zoo Tycoon and
My
Super
question,
Lucky's Tale
Yeah, oh
didn't
yeah.
help that console at all. If
No, it
Xbox would have
didn't.
dropped with like Gears 4 and like Halo or whatever, like the same thing they doing now,
Yeah.
we'll probably be having a different conversation right now.
my question is like, why the hell Xbox is releasing another console? It may sound like a stupid question, but why the hell are they releasing like another console since they putting their games on other platforms?
Xbox at this point should just go third party, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my point.
that's
Like,
what I've been
there's no
talking
reason to
about.
come out with another console if you're gonna put your games on other
Well,
platforms.
we were talking about that last week about the confusion, the miscommunication that the so-called executives on the Xbox team talk. One party talking about, well, we want all our games on Game Pass. Now we got somebody else talking about no, like was it Ori and the Blind Forest that's going on Switch? That's going to be the last Xbox exclusive going on the another console. So I don't know what's going on. One person saying something, another person says something. That's what's going on right now. People are confused. Like,
Yeah,
from what I'm looking at, of course, Phil Spencer, he all in for the Game Pass to go on the other consoles. If he all in on that, then I can
But
expect that next generation.
But let's not forget that Xbox started off that way. They were
Uh,
always that was always their transition to put even with the Xbox, the regular OG Xbox and the other 360. It was always to put games on other platforms because Microsoft is a software company. I
yeah,
don't care what kind of laptop you got.
yeah,
You got Windows on it.
yeah. That's true.
So that was always. So are they really moving away from the hardcore gamers, or are they going back to what they wanted to do in the beginning?
I think it's the second one, going back what they want to do from the
Well,
beginning.
it's like this. The moment they put Gears, Halo on PlayStation and
It's
Nintendo,
over. It's over.
it's a
It's
wrap.
over.
It's a wrap.
It's over. It's
Like
over.
they getting their ass kicked in the console race. Like looking at the numbers now, their consoles is selling like Wii U consoles, and that's terrible, dude. Like,
and
Hey,
and
remember,
how didn't Wii U get trashed?
dude, the
Like
Wii U did
yes,
it sold what 14 million overall. So that
yes,
was pretty
14.
that was pretty pathetic, man.
And remember when people said that Nintendo was going to be the first one to put their games on other consoles on the two competitors? But look,
Well, one thing about Nintendo, they always play it safe. So, I don't see them going, third party anytime soon. Not in my lifetime, because they don't like taking chances like the other two companies do. Just look at Sega, like the reason why they at the console market, because they took so many risks and chances. Even though today we looking at from what they did back in the '90s was it was very revolutionary what they did with the Dreamcast when they launched the Sega Net, when they did a whole bunch of stuff that was ahead of their time. A lot of people just didn't catch on to it yet, and now if you look back at what Sega did, like you be thinking, how the hell did they didn't do as well as Nintendo and Sony? It's like, sometimes being the first one to do something is not always the best thing to do. That's why Sony is always laying back. Well, you know how people talking about Sony always copy everybody and all that? Sometimes you gotta lay back and let the competition fight itself, and you sit back and take notes. That's one thing Sony is good at. They take
You know,
notes.
one thing when I heard I was actually heard Zaire's podcast,
Yeah.
and that's when they had David Jaffe on.
Mm-hmm.
One thing he said, instead of Xbox hiring like developers and producers or whatever, they should start hiring like management.
Yeah.
Because one thing about Sony is that their management is super great. It's always been great when it came to the PlayStation. Look at their marketing. Look how they marketed Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, it was on trains.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was buses everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
the way they market their games is just like way better.
Well, I guess
same with the Switch. Look how
same
Nintendo.
thing with the Switch. Look at Nintendo. Like,
Yeah.
kind of like we was talking about a while ago about Microsoft being a software company. People got computers and tablets and laptops. Yeah. They want that to do the advertising for them, in which I still don't think that makes sense at all, because there's a lot.
It don't make sense at all. I don't mean to interrupt you, really.
No, you good.
I don't think it makes sense at all to us, right?
Yeah.
But like, it makes sense to them, because like, who's to say that, like, at the end of the day, Phil Spencer got a boss.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be real. He got a boss. And they're like, listen, bro, we put all our stuff here. So you're going to have to push it here like it or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know we got that's probably why they're still making consoles like a Scarlet for the next gen. But like, if you was to make a poll right now, how many people think after this gen, Xbox is going to have another console? It would probably be like 50-50. People probably won't even know what to think.
Yeah.
While Nintendo and Sony, like, if I ask you right now, you think Sony after next gen, they'll have another console? What do you think?
Of course, like, the sales proves it, and
the
track history of the software.
Exactly. PS1 sold over 100 million. PS2 over 150 million. PS3 sold, 80 million, 85 million? And that was a downfall for PS3. And they sold just as much as Xbox. Let's not forget that the PS2 sold 150 million. The Xbox OG only sold 24 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They kicked their back in. And the 24, and I bet you 22 million was for Halo. You know what I mean?
So.
And the other 2 million were like sports games.
Probably
like,
so.
who wasn't playing 2K and Madden and stuff like that?
Shit, that's when the football games was really good, when EA had competition.
Yeah, because you had 2K Sports too. You had 2K Sports,
in which I thought was better than EA.
And first of all, I think, and that's why I agree with you, Real. I feel like the Dreamcast was way ahead of its time.
Oh, hell yeah.
Way ahead of its time.
When I first saw NFL 2K and NBA 2K, I was like, wow. I was like, man, dude, this looks fucking real.
Especially 2K. Like, with the Madden and the 2K was kind of like, not with it, my opinion, excuse me. In my opinion, I kind of thought it was kind of like neck and neck with them. But when
about the NBA jams and that Blitz,
but when
NFL
the 2K
Blitz
came out, like the 2K basketball, I said, "Oh no, hell no. I could never play live again after I played that."
Yeah, live is trash, man.
Live was just
trash.
like, I could never play live again, or like Game Day '98 or NFL Quarterback Club. Like, nah, I can't play those games no more.
Well, that what sucks about it. Like, there's no competition though. Like since there's no competition with Madden and 2K, now they doing some stupid ass business practice. Look at 2K what they doing with the gambling shit. Have y'all seen that shit?
That's
Like
ridiculous.
what?
That's
What the
like third grade
hell?
gambling.
Yeah. You know you
That's
got
ridiculous.
they got
That's
pay.
be the ESRVP. I don't
Mm,
know. I don't understand why people are not on top of that because that is gambling. That is
dude.
gambling 101. Even when you look at, they have slot machines. Like
That's
they
just
have
obvious, man.
actual slot machines in the game. How is that not
If
gambling?
slot machines don't prove that that's gambling, then I don't know what else to
And the
say.
game costs $60 already, and that's just the base version
Wow.
of
That,
the game. Because you know people always buying the gold edition and the super deluxe digital edition and the super deluxe digital silver expansion pack and all this
yeah.
other So
See,
come on.
that's why, like, if I do buy sports games, I usually buy it when the season is almost over with. That way, I could get it for about $15-$20. Because
Not even, bro.
I just got tired of wasting my money. Every year, it's the same old crap, same old crap. You
With
know,
a different spin move.
y'all get different spin move and
New crossover.
roster changes. You know, just a different roster. That is it. That's what you're paying all that money for. You know,
Man,
same with Madden. It's the same shit.
I miss the arcadey wacky sports games like the NBA jams and the NFL Blitz. Like,
But you can't even imagine having an NBA jam right now.
mhm.
Like you probably start off like in the 1960s in the real NBA with like 8 teams, and you got to buy everything else. Like
Oh damn.
it's ridiculous. Like everything like that what do you call it?
Well,
That in-game purchase shit.
microtransactions.
Those microtransactions. Look, I used to at first when microtransactions came out, I thought they were great because they gave games life.
Yeah,
They gave games shelf life.
yeah.
And I'm like, damn, why I gotta wait 4 or 5 years for another game when I can get like an expansion and play? And that's what they bought you with. That was the dream they sold you.
Yeah, yeah.
But now,
Oh,
now it's like,
now they just pickpocketing you now.
oh yeah, now in front of you,
That's basically what
in
it
front of your
is, man.
family, they doing it in front of your family.
That's basically what it is. What's up, Retro Bro? What's up?
What's up?
Why you so late?
I got back from work late, had dinner, and
Oh,
then I just
okay.
finished watching Chappelle's comedy
I thought
special a second time.
Oh, again?
Yep, that shit
that,
was a masterpiece.
that dude is so funny, man. Fuck Kevin Hart,
Go.
man. He is
I,
the
s-
GOAT.
I saw Kevin Hart live in Philadelphia, sold out Lincoln Financial Field.
I'm sorry, Kevin Hart's not funny to
Terrible.
me. He's not
He's
funny.
not. He's funny in movies.
The deal with that is before he started acting in movies, he was very funny. But
Nah.
when he went Hollywood, his stand up, the quality of his stand up had went down. Like when I saw that stand up when he was with in the Madison Square Garden, I think that what's the name of it? I think it's Now What?
Let me explain.
Oh, it's Let Me Explain. Is that what it was?
Yeah,
That was one of the worst stand ups I've ever seen in my life.
You know what's crazy? If you go to one of his stand-up, I went to his live stand-up in Philly. You know he's from Philly.
Uh-huh.
He's from PA or whatever. I went to the one at Lincoln Financial Field. It was sold out. It was crazy. That shit was ass. The people that came up before him were like 10 times better than him. Like
really?
I think he called it the Red Cup crew or whatever. That's like his like people who come in before him and like
bruh. Nobody even remembers their names. That's how fucked up it is. They
the
get
Red
like
Cup.
no
I think he called the
airtime.
Red Cup crew, something
Yeah.
like that. But they're good
Yeah.
though. They're pretty good, but I just don't. And then on
Yeah.
top of that, one thing about live stand-up comedy is what you need to understand. I've been to live stand-up, like I went to Kevin Hart's. Like when you go there, like you ever see like a comedy special and like somebody makes a joke and then they go to the audience
Yeah.
and they're laughing. That's all staged. That's fake.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like when you get there, they do like 5 minutes. They'll tell you right there, then and there. Like they'll like have you laugh and like fake laugh for like 5 or 10 minutes, and they'll just film everybody.
Are you
And
serious?
I swear to God on everything, on life, on my kids.
Wow.
I didn't even know that till I went to like a real life like a big time comedy. I've been to comedy events and stuff like that, but
I
like a
mean, if
big
you go
time
to like
comedy.
real like wrestling is kind of the same in that sense. Not necessarily like them telling you to laugh and whatnot, but like as far as the entertainment quality, it's completely different from what you see on TV. Like it looks a lot less like eccentric, doesn't look as entertaining. It's like the camera does so much magic that we really don't understand what it's
I'm
accomplishing.
on a huge podcast.
A lot of people talk about how Hollywood is
This is
actually
gonna
really
take us out of
small
the
and the
courthouse.
sets are really small too, but a lot of
Yeah.
people can't tell because the cameraman does a really good job of hitting those angles.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they tell you to laugh beforehand. Because let's be honest, that every joke isn't funny,
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yep,
not really.
especially in sitcoms.
Oh hell
especially on
yeah.
sitcoms.
Hell yeah.
Man, some of those jokes would be so bad that make you want to go to sleep.
Mm. Yeah. It's,
Shit,
it's
I pay too much money to go to sleep.
Kevin Hart's his last stand up. I actually did get some laughs. He was fun, a lot funnier than the was it Now You See Me? What's the name of it? He said it. Can I explain? Okay, it was a lot funnier than the Can I Explain. Was it one of his best comedy shows? His last? No, hell no. Because I feel that the shows that he did. I think the what's the name of it? I'm a grown ass little man and Laugh at My
I still
Pain.
think Laugh at My Pain was his best
I
one.
think those two
Hmm.
was really good, and that would really blew him up and turn into a superstar. That
Hmm.
he done after that he done played in movies and played in movies with Ice Cube, and he's everywhere. He's starting his own movies, and ever since that,
Yeah.
like his stand up shows has been nothing but trash, and a lot of people is
I,
still.
I bet they still sell out though. They still sell out.
Yes, they do.
Yes, it does sell out because of Hollywood. Hollywood prepped them up. Like it's like this. Like the people that's getting the most play as far as hip hop artists, they the worst ones. They can't rap. But they getting I'm just being real with you. They put the wackest rappers and singers out there in the forefront.
Yep.
I'm just being real. Like hip hop is dead to me. It's dead.
It
It's dead to
is.
everybody, bruh.
Dude.
That shit's sitting in the ground lower than the ET cartridges. Like it is dead.
That's what's loaded
Like
ET.
hip hop is shit now. Rap is shit.
Look, okay, let's put it like this. Cardi B is what, 24, 25? Right? More or less.
Something like that.
Do you want your daughter to look up to that?
Hell no,
No.
no.
That's it. I don't have any daughters. I
Yeah.
have boys. But if I had a daughter and she was listening to that, we would have an issue.
Shit, I'll pay attention to what my kids listen to it and watch, man. Like
Same here.
it's
Same here.
it's dangerous, what they put. I ain't trying to get deep into that, but with all these agendas that they pushing on our kids and everybody, I got to sit down and talk to my kids, what to do and what not to do. If this TV show or this movie, if they pushing this agenda, that agenda, turn it off, or I'm gonna turn it off for you. If this song you listen to, if they promoting this, turn it off. I got to be very careful with my kids watch, because the mainstream media, they the one that's controlling our kids' minds. They psychologically program our kids to think
Everything's okay.
think that everything is okay, man. That's why
Perfect example. I'll give some subcontext of this without going too much into detail because everyone's gonna get it, and I'm not trying to get your channel flagged, but let's all be like brutally honest here. If you read the Bible, what was Jesus described to look like?
oh boy.
But what do the
There we
pictures
go.
look like?
I'm not even going to say
That's
that.
that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
I know the answer, but I ain't trying to piss off.
I'm gonna just leave that. That's
Jesus.
all I'm gonna say. I'll stop at that. That's enough
He's
context
Puerto
for
Rican.
everyone to get it.
Wait, what was the question again? I didn't hear that.
What?
Huh?
He said, "What was everybody Jesus in the Bible?
Mm-hmm.
What was he predicted to be like? What did he look like in the Bible?"
I'll tell you.
Okay.
He looks like whatever y'all think he is.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Whatever
man.
your opinion is on him, put it like that.
Okay.
Only thing I
Okay.
could say, he wasn't described with blue eyes and blonde hair. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Whatever.
Okay.
Some would
Get away
say
from
he
that.
looked like a terrorist, but I'll leave it like that.
Let's get away from that. Let's get away from that. They gonna shut this man channel
Hell
down.
yeah,
Like,
man.
get
Delete,
away from
delete,
all that.
delete.
Get away from that. Get away from that. Get away from all that.
Hey, let's get back to the game. Let's talk about the positive stuff, okay?
Thank you. Let's do that.
Let's talk about the positive stuff,
Definitely.
No, we was talking about how trash Kevin Hart was, and of course Dave Chappelle's the king. Man, Dave Chappelle, they don't give him enough credit. Like this
Yes, they
dude,
do. Yes,
like,
they do.
People just don't understand his history is the real thing. Like Richard Pryor actually passed him the torch, and then if you think about it, he's in a lot of really popular movies back in the day that a lot of people didn't notice. Like Nutty Professor 1, he was the dude messing with
He was
Sharon.
Yeah, I remember that.
He was in Blue Street.
Yeah,
He sure
Martin
was,
Lawrence.
and he was Conspiracy Brother 2, an undercover brother.
yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
And who doesn't like Half Baked?
Oh hell,
Oh, forget about it. The funniest movie ever.
The funniest, stupidest movie ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like after the Chappelle show, he really did no movies. He hadn't done nothing.
And they tried to
one thing
pretend that he
killed-
went to Africa to get
Yeah.
substances that you can get from anywhere in America. But okay.
No, that dude went to Africa because they wanted him to go crazy, so he left. In Hollywood, it's you know what? I ain't trying to get into that, man. We know how it is. We know how
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Let's
is,
talk about
man.
Astral Chain.
Yes.
Let's talk about Gears. Let's talk about gaming. Let's get away from all that Hollywood stuff.
Yeah.
We're all about. That's way past our tax bracket.
Oh shit! Hell, we can't talk about Astro Chain because of ain't nobody played it. The people that played it's not even freaking on the panel.
The only thing I know about Astral Chain, I got an 87 Metacritic.
Well, that's good.
But I heard it's 20 hours of hack and slash. It's basic hack and slash. It's nothing to be super impressed about. I hear it's a cool game. Is Astral Chain a $60 game? No.
Yeah, I'll get it for you. Give me a sec.
It said how much it costs.
I believe it's 60. Just like every Nintendo. And Breath of the Wild is still 60. And I'm like 3 years.
Well, that's Nintendo. They always keep their games at full price. I'm like this. If a game give you enough content, then I believe it can justify the price. If you say you get at least 20 hours of gameplay, I think it's justifiable. And if you look at how much money they put towards the game,
like $10.
Nah, more than that. Man.
I'm playing.
Nah, it's still.
I know it's a lot more than that.
It's still a AAA game. It's still a AAA game.
Yeah, I think.
Is Astral Chain a AAA game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Okay,
is.
I mean, for Nintendo.
No.
But will Astral Chain be a AAA game
What about
for
Bayonetta?
Xbox and Sony?
Yeah. Xbox.
Yeah.
360 and PS3 had Bayonetta. That was a $60 game.
Mm-hmm.
Who? Bayonetta was on 360?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It
was.
was on 360 and
Oh, was it?
PS3.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. That was $60. Platinum Games, same developers.
Oh, my head. Who does Bayonetta? Platinum?
Yeah, that's
Platinum
Platinum. Yeah. Not like from a person that played Bayonetta. Like I think it's worth it, man. Lot of action. A lot of upgrades. Like you will get your money's worth. You will get your money's worth.
I think what they did with Bayonetta for the Switch was great. If you buy Bayonetta 2, you get Bayonetta 1 for free, and it's a $60 game. That's well worth it because you get 2 games in one.
That's good.
You can play part 1 and then you beat part 2 whatever. For $60. That's not bad. You get 2 games for $60.
No, it's not bad at all.
So-
Not bad at all. That's
But games like Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze cost $60 on the Switch, but cost $50 on the Wii U. Yeah, that's a big no.
$50 on the Wii U?
Yeah, it was $50 on Wii U. Then they jacked the price up to $60. What the deal with this is, while a lot of people was pissed off at that time, Nintendo put Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze on the Nintendo Selects. The Nintendo games drop in price to about $20. They dropped the price, $20. And whenever Tropical Freeze got announced for the Switch, they took the game off of eShop, off the Wii U eShop. and people was fucking pissed because a lot of people they was like, you know what, I'm not paying on $60, so I'm gonna go to my Wii U and I'm gonna just pay the $20 and just get it out the eShop on Wii U. And Nintendo did that slick shit and took it off.
Yeah, that was very fucked up on Nintendo part.
But
That's
I think
shady. That's real
I
shady.
believe they did. I think with the backlash, I believe they put it on. They put it back on there like a few days later, or something like that. But yeah, that these all these companies do shady practices, man. But that's one of the reasons why I really haven't been a big fan of the Switch because I feel that a lot of these games is so vastly overpriced, man. And I mean,
Kirby,
and
Yoshi,
yeah, I know. You know,
Pokemon.
oh damn, you still
Pokemon.
you still mad at Pokemon?
Nah, I mean, I like Pokemon, and I'm definitely gonna get the game after like 2 months when I know someone traded it in and I get it for GameStop at like $20. But my point is,
Never,
it doesn't
never
look
getting that game
any,
on
it
GameStop for
doesn't look
$20.
any different from what it did on 3DS. Like, tell me this really looks that different from Pokemon
It
X.
does
On
not.
top of that, they're not gonna even have all the Pokemon, so you're getting the same graphics as Pokemon X, less Pokemon, but that's a $60 game. I can go back to all the other Pokemon games that had more content and graphics that actually made sense because they were on Game Boys and they were 40.
Hmm.
Now you're getting way less for $20 more. Like what the hell?
Yeah, Game Freak is
Look, to be honest, I got
Like I love
Mario.
Pokemon, but it's just too stupid of a hustle. Like I'm not supporting that shit.
I would
no.
Hmm.
agree,
Don't. I'm
but
not supporting it either.
to be honest, I got Mario Tennis and Mario Kart 8 Plus for $40 on sale
Oh
for
really?
my
What you?
son's Switch. Yeah, they had like a sale or whatever. I bought them both at the same time.
Nice.
You know what I
That's.
mean? Does he play them? Probably not. I mean, but hopefully he'll get around them.
I will say wait till Black Friday, but Nintendo they never have any sales ever.
Mm-mm.
Like that what frustrates me the most because I felt that like I understand you value your property. I understand that. But when it's time to put your game on sale, like do that out of, good customer service, man. Just like I felt that they just so freaking money hungry that they will leave their games at $60 for what about 7-8 years. Hell, like Mario Kart Wii is still what was it $40 at GameStop.
Put it like this. Let me put it better for you like this. Look, the Nintendo Switch Lite comes out what in a couple days, right? A couple
Mm-hmm.
Is
weeks.
somebody outside?
That's me. My bad. Sorry.
Uh,
I'll be inside like in 2 minutes or whatever. I gotta take
okay,
out the garbage. My bad.
you
I
all
still have
good.
family values and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I am married and I have kids. You know what I mean? Give me a sec. I make it
Respect.
quick though. I make it
You all
quick.
good.
Put it like this: the Nintendo Switch Lite comes out what in a couple of weeks, right? So
Mhm.
if you go to GameStop and you pre-order it, it's $50, right? And it costs $200, right? So now the regular Nintendo Switch still costs $300. That's not going down anytime soon
Oh
if the
hell no.
Nintendo Switch Lite is $200
Oh
because they're not
hell.
gonna give you the Nintendo Switch for like 250 when the Nintendo Switch Lite is 200 and it just came. It's just not gonna happen. I don't know why Nintendo does that, but they do. I guess they're greedy.
No, they always been that way.
Yes, they have. Hey, look. Hey, that's just mean they're online. They're charging us for online.
Well, I
Oh, that's
thought
terrible.
I thought that
That that
was
that, that that's
one of
terrible.
the worst practices that they did was that online garbage, and for some reason Nintendo thinks we like those NES games. For some reason, they just keep
Terrible,
they just keep spitting them
terrible.
out for some reason. I
Terrible.
don't know.
If
You
there were
you know what
S,
you know
if
what
there
it
were
is.
SNES games, if there were Super Nintendo games, absolutely,
Like
You know what
Super
it
absolutely.
is.
Nintendo 64
Nintendo
GameCube, bro.
basically follows the common demand curve. Like if you think about movies and stuff, people spend a lot of money just to go see them for what? An hour or two, and that's usually your more casual person. So they know that the more casual person in gaming won't see a big deal in paying $60 for a game that old because all they care about is buying it now and maybe playing it for 2 hours. Most of us play games way more than them, so we're not going to see it from that perspective. But the common bait of the regular casual player is going to buy that willfully and not see it as a big deal, and
Mhm.
that's the problem.
Sad problem.
For them, this is no different than a day at Great Adventure.
Like, of course, like you would think they would give us the Super Nintendo since they stopped selling those the SNES Classic. They stopped selling it, so
They
like
did?
I don't see them no more in the stores. Do y'all see them?
Nope.
That is kind of true. I know my brother has one. I have this is what I don't understand about Nintendo, right? So you make the NES Classic, right? But then you make the Switch and you put all those games on the NES Classic, right? But then you put them on the Switch as well. But on the Switch, you actually get more games
Uh,
online, don't you? Unless you like hack it.
But yeah, they
shit.
do get more. They do get 3 games every month, but them games be whack as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Games I never heard of. Like I don't know who asked for this shit. Like Nintendo got a very large following on YouTube. They got millions of subscribers. They got a lot of people on that channel. I don't know if it's just me or y'all have Nintendo noticed all those dislikes they get from all those videos they posted about
They don't
the
care.
NES games that they announced. They don't pay attention to those videos, people talking shit and the
They,
thumbs
they
down.
don't. They don't really care because they know that some of the people, some half those people is gonna play them. It's gonna pay for the online and play them games.
But
Yeah,
then
they don't
again,
care.
they flag. Don't they flag people on YouTube for
Oh,
No,
like
they don't.
absolutely.
making reviews on Nintendo games?
Yeah, they
Like
do.
if
That's
it's not
why
all
Angry Joe won't do it. Yeah,
yeah, like
I
that's
like
thought
economic
I thought
time.
if it's not all positive, they're flagging you on it.
well,
Wait,
I won't say
wait, hold
flag.
up.
No, they kind of let loose on that because a lot of people was angry with Nintendo for a long time. You can actually do Nintendo reviews without them flagging you or copyright strike or I guess just demonetize your videos. You can still do YouTube content with Nintendo stuff without them demonetizing you.
Yeah, oh, yeah. They removed that program like last year,
Yeah,
The
close to a Smash release date.
the only thing I really noticed they allow per se is you can talk about a game for a review, but they'll still get you for gameplay. Like they're pretty big on gameplay. The only way I really noticed they'll let you use gameplay is if you're somebody that actually works for them. So like if you're D1 in the Smash community or you're someone that plays at the Nintendo official invitationals, those channels usually get like leadway to do gameplay, but other than that, they still get people like pretty heavy for this.
Isn't that like Ubisoft? Don't Ubisoft do that?
I think they do.
They're pretty big on that too. Ubisoft, like they will flag you.
oh
Like even
man, dude, Ubisoft got a lot of people from that from E3 because I couldn't stream for a few days, and I think OJ couldn't stream for weeks, and it was 2 years in a row they did that because I remember last year's E3. They did the same thing to me. I couldn't stream for a day, so I'm no longer gonna ever stream Ubisoft's E3 ever again. Cause a lot of people really got messed over on that, man. They did, and I think it has
that
some.
sounds
I think it has something to do with the Just Dance. Nobody cared about that goddamn Just Dance, but I think that's what it was.
Hmm.
Hell no. Ubisoft is tripping, man. Like, what the hell is going on with Splinter Cell? Why am I looking at Sam Fisher on cell phones now?
Sam
Not gonna lie,
Fisher. Sam Fisher on Ghost Recon.
Just Dance is so trash that the one place it was popular, which was arcades, almost completely replaced it, and they all have Rock'em Sock'em robots now. How can it be so shitty that they said, we might as well just bring Rock'em Sock'em robots back? Like
That's
you
sad.
can't even do anything in Rock'em Sock'em Robot and robots. There's only two buttons of gameplay. You go forward, you go backwards. You go forward, you go backwards.
Who hadn't had a Rock'em Sock'em Robots growing up? I had one.
I've
Yeah, I
seen
did
it.
too, unfortunately.
Ah,
Those things are rage inducing because you can't do anything with. They're all chance. They're like playing Uno, except you're getting literally hit in the face by a draw four because you can't dodge anything.
mm-hmm. So, okay, back to this Gears deal. Do y'all think they have what it takes to be a Game of the Year contender? You know what? They might be a Game of the Year contender. Do you think they could actually win Game of the Year? Because, like, to be honest, there's like really no. I guess this year there has been some good games that came out this year, but I won't say like a really great game that came out this year. That wasn't really a great game that came out this year. You know, so I think Gears can actually compete for Game of the Year contender. I know Death Stranding is going to be another one that's people are going to, have a lot of high hopes for. But what y'all guys think? Do y'all think that they have what it takes to be a contender or even win?
You want me to go first?
I don't matter.
Hey, go ahead. Everybody else can go. It's cool.
I don't care. Whoever, don't matter. You go first.
In my opinion, do they have to as a contender? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they can be a contender, especially all the hype around Gears 5. And then you gotta understand that like people are not paying full price for Gears 5 anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can get Game Pass for what? $2 for 2 months?
Mm-hmm.
And I seen it earlier, it's 87% off.
Oh damn.
For the first 2 months or whatever, right? So you can play Gears 5, right? Because Microsoft isn't stupid, right? Because they want people to stream that game, right? So I mean, like, would you stream that game at $60 or would you stream that game at $2?
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, how much money really is Gears 5 gonna make?
Oh, they're gonna make a lot of money, especially Microsoft signed Ninja to stream it, and he got a lot of followers. He's on Mixer. He's already got over 2 million followers already.
On what? On
Mixer.
Already? You got 2 million?
Yeah,
How
already.
much did he have on Twitch?
I'm not sure, but
14,
that dude reached
I
a
know he
million.
had over 10.
That dude reached a million in about a couple of days or something. Like, damn.
I know he reached 500,000 in like a night.
Like, so Microsoft, they know what they're doing. They using Ninja to stream. Like, it was Gears 5. That's the main reason why they got him on board, because they know there's a lot of hype surrounding Gears. And of course,
so you already know that Ninja is gonna play.
Oh heck yeah, they paid him to play
Gears
it.
5. I mean, yeah,
They paid him that guy. So it's all part of advertisement. I guess you could say when it comes to that type of advertisement, yeah, Microsoft is on point. But as far as on television, on TV, they need to step the game up, man. But they did make the right move, and it was a gutsy move paying them all that money just to stream your games. But it is what it is, man. There's a lot of money in the YouTube if you get lucky. I guess I'll just.
But he's not on YouTube though. He's on Mixer.
Twitch.
It's Mixer's 3, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, he's on Mixer now, but I think he has a YouTube channel. I believe he got a YouTube channel.
I mean, hopefully he does.
No, I think he do. Of course, he just came from Twitch. But yeah, like he's a big name. I think he got over 20 million subscribers on YouTube or something like that.
That's crazy.
So no, he has a really large following. So like not everybody's just going to get Gears of War, Gears 5 on Game Pass. Because a lot of people, since it's a big release, they actually want to get the physical copy. Since the
the console.
Yeah,
what do you call
special
it?
Special editions.
Yeah, the special edition console.
Yeah, because GameStop, they could probably have a midnight lunch. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a midnight lunch with that game.
Oh, most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see why they wouldn't.
Oh yeah, that's the biggest game they had since Gears 4. God dang. 20.
That was
2016. That's 3 years ago, man. Like, damn, dude, we've been
more than 20. More than. When's the last? When did the last Gears?
It was 2016.
But like when though?
I know it's in the fall time, so probably about the same.
Around the same time as now.
Around the same time, so about a good 3 years. So
yeah, so I mean, could you be mad at like Xbox guys for that. Like,
Man, shit, a lot of Xbox guys, they're thirsty right now, man. Shit, especially Zaire and Crap Gamer, they're thirsty, man.
it's super. Yeah, but I mean,
Hey, I
Crack
thought Zaire was a
Gamer.
PlayStation dude now.
Hey, man,
I mean,
Microsoft
Crack
did it.
Game. I mean, look, Crack Game. Look, to me, I don't pay attention to the shit that Crap Gamer say or whatever. Because I mean, the minute Gears 5, if Gears 5 hits like a per se, Gears 5 hits like a 93, 95 Metacritic, he's jumping back on that Xbox bandwagon again.
Yes, he is.
And let's not and come on, let's be honest. Like, you know, he'll be back there again, and he'll be damage controlling again, and making more clickbait videos.
Oh boy.
You know, we know that. I mean, that's nothing. I mean, that's nothing that he's not known for. That's his MO. Let's be real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's nothing that we don't know. As far as like Zaire, you know what I mean? Zaire's a little different because like Zaire was one of the first people who came out
Yeah.
saying, you know, like I'm not with this anymore. Like this is not cool. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And I'm not. I don't want to do this anymore. And look how they attacked him.
Yeah, that's
You know
crazy.
what I mean? The Xbox community was attacking his family. And
Wow.
that's just crazy. Like that's fucking crazy, man. Like,
Man,
come on.
these
Over
people,
games?
they
Over
crazy.
games?
They crazy as
Fucked up.
hell.
Like,
Over
damn.
games?
Just because he said like he not interested in the console that he used to be interested anymore, that you want to go ahead and tax his personal life?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like who does that? Like who does that? Xbox guys. And I'm pretty sure there's Sony guys who do the same thing. Who's the dude that's like the biggest Sony pony in history? Was it J-Tech?
Oh my
JT.
god,
Oh, Jesus
that
Christ,
dude
like-
is a freaking fuck boy. Jesus. He will block
Yeah, like-
you for disagreeing with you. You ain't gotta get into an argument with the guy. Y'all disagree, block. Jesus.
That's crazy. Like that's ridiculous. Like if you can't look, all criticism isn't good, right? But I mean, there's times where constructive criticism decides a conversation, right? So we can't have a conversation if you're yelling and screaming.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not gonna work. You know what I mean? Like I understand if you're like hype about something and you feel a certain kind of way about things, but then again, it's not like, look, I'm a PS4 guy. I've had PS1, 2, 3, 4, all of them.
Yep.
You know, I had the only
PS Vita?
Xbox I never got was this gen's Xbox because Xbox never gave me a reason to get one.
Yeah.
You know, and I love Gears,
Mm-hmm.
love it. The Gears one introduced me to online.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, whoa, and it was like super great, and I loved it. But it's like, I'm not gonna buy a $400 console because I'm gonna game on the best console. That's just me. I'm not gonna buy no cheap Xbox One or Xbox Digital, whatever they call it, to play Gears because I want the best. You know, I want to feel like, yeah, I got the best. Why not? You know what I mean? I don't spend like 2 years ago. I don't put in like $4,000 into my entertainment center.
Yeah.
So why am I gonna buy like a lesser console? Unless if you lend it to me, that's totally different.
I see what you're coming from because I got a $2,000 4K HDR TV.
There you go. Me too, and so do I.
So
You know? And not only do I have a 4K HDR TV, 65-inch, I also have Audio Quest cinnamon wires that cost me $107. I also have a sound system that cost me like $400.
Yeah, me
And that's
too.
just for me to game.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? And that's to me, that's like a gaming thing. Eventually, I'm going to take that stuff and give that to my son. Not now, you know, but eventually I'm going to migrate that to him.
Yeah.
But like, am I really like, am I going to get an 8K TV because the PS5 says they're going to have 8K? When? When are they going to have that?
Shit, I can't afford no AKT. That shit too much money, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when are they actually having an 8K TV that makes sense?
Shit, I don't know. Like, Hell, they still ain't. You can't even get regular 4K on cable. They still don't do 4K yet.
They don't do
They
4K on
don't do
cable.
K. Like, why would they even go to 8K? Like,
They can't even do 4K on
yeah,
cable. I mean, I know that DirecTV does 4K TV
they do.
on Dish. On Dish.
I didn't know that.
On Dish, they do 4K TV. From what I know, I mean, I'm not 100% on it. I could be wrong, but like, I haven't had Dish TV in years because like the minute you get like a little rain, that's it. It's over.
Oh yeah, that's why I hate satellites. I hate. Yeah,
It's
you're
over.
right. Yeah, you're right.
You get some clouds over, it's over. Like that's it. You can't even watch TV. Like so it's just not worth. I mean, how much is it really worth to you? Like where's your wiggle room where you can do those kind of things?
Yeah.
Like I mean, me as a family man, I got to kind of pick and choose what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I don't have that. Sometimes I don't have that wiggle room. To do all that extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta I'm not saying I can't get multiple consoles. I hold multiple consoles now, but I mean, I'm not gonna buy $400 consoles for Gears. I love Gears. I would love to. I would love to play with you guys and play with like other people that I mess with on YouTube or whatever. That's great. But am I really?
Yeah.
It's just not worth it to me.
Like in my honest opinion, like I may sound like a fanboy for these two companies, but I think PlayStation and Nintendo is the way to go this generation, and probably the next generation as well, because they're the only two companies that only spits out exclusives.
I'm still optimistic on Microsoft, especially with all those studios that they bought and announced last year's E3. So it's really E3 2020.
Here we go.
That's when we actually going. Yeah,
Here we go again.
That's
Here we go.
That's gonna.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but here we go again.
That's going to determine if I'm going to buy somebody outside.
Wait, what the heck? Whoa.
Somebody outside.
Somebody in a whirlwind.
That's Retro, bro.
Oh, is it?
What's up, Retro, bro? You still here with us?
Yeah,
Are
I'm
you
still
on the
here.
plane?
Oh no, I'm about a fan. I was typing on my computer. My bad.
Oh, okay. No. What I was saying, like, it really determines Microsoft's E3 2020 because you coming out with a new console, like with the backlash that they got all this generation, going years of nothing and poor quality games. Like, yes, we know Halo Infinite is going to be their launch title, and I'm glad that they actually going to launch a new Xbox with their staple franchise, that's Halo. But what else? Like, they have been so dry this generation that I want to play more than just Halo and
Gears.
Well, Halo and Gears, their launch
And Forza.
launcher. So
And Forza, yeah.
So the first 12 months of the Xbox Scarlet, I need more than just Halo, Gears, and Forza. I need some good quality first party games. I want to
Like
know.
new IPs.
Yeah, I know Playground Games. They rumored to be working on a game that's not Forza, so I want to know what's going on with that. It's supposed to be some type of open world game. So even they're unproven when it comes to that game. Like, they're proven when it comes to the racing games, but what they're doing now, we don't know. Those other studios that they bought, most of them is mediocre to okay. Ninja Theory, okay, that was a good pickup. Obsidian, that was a good pickup. Everybody else is kind of mediocre to like, why? Why did you even get it? So it got me thinking, like, what are they going to do? Are they all these studios that they bought? Are we going to get some games shown at us at next year's E3? And not only that, are we going to get some release dates? Because when that first year of the Xbox Scarlet happened, like, they're gonna have to pump a lot of games out, so they can get back on the good graces of the Xbox fan base. Because a lot of Xbox fans is pretty pissed off, and a lot of them don't even want to come back. Zaire, for example, I don't even think he wants to go back.
He is. He just traded in his old Xbox for the new Xbox Gears.
Oh, he did?
Xbox. Yeah.
Okay.
This is all documented, bro. This is all documents. Look, we got paperwork on all these things. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
shit.
Like one thing I love about Zaire, like me and Zaire from the same city, me and Zaire from the same state, same city. Oh, I don't know him personally or whatever, and then like that. But like one thing, like you say, he always say his reputation is in question.
Yeah.
Always. You know what I mean? So if you keep it that way, keep it that way. But at the end of the day, like, okay, look, let's put it like this. Like, so say, according to what people are saying, and I don't believe rumors. I think rumors are for like high school girls
Yeah.
or whatever. I don't believe all the rumors. Sometimes it depends. You know what I mean? Like where it's going.
Yeah.
But like they say the PS5 is more powerful than the Xbox, right? Per se, right? You just say, you know. So like, okay, so like, if you had to like, so the Xbox Scarlet is launching with the new Halo, right? Okay, that's great. Whatever. Obviously, it's not a new IP because it's not going to happen. Or whatever. So like, you got something to look forward to if you're a Halo fan. But how many people are Halo fans?
Not that many. I mean, there's a lot of Halo fans.
No, they still
No,
got
there's
large,
a lot of
they
Halo.
still got a
There's
large
still-
followers.
But I'm saying, but like the people who made 343 didn't invent Halo. The people who invented Halo are doing Destiny.
Oh,
Bungie did what? 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So like that being said, not like where is like okay. So you want and then Bungie? I'm sorry. 343 made 4, right? It was okay. And then they made 5. Okay. So now that even the new Halo that's coming out doesn't have anything for you to be like excited about. Like even the CGI that came out for E3 was like, okay. Like, am I supposed to be like satisfied? And then you go to the PlayStation side, right? Okay. You don't know what the PlayStation side obviously is going to give you a new God of War. They don't have a choice but to give you a new God of War.
Oh, that game is so freaking awesome, man.
You already know. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
And another Spider-Man.
Another Spider-Man. Another Horizon Zero Dawn. Another Uncharted. Another Last of Us. And then you don't know what Ghost of Tsushima is going to be. You know what I mean? And then let's just say Death Stranding. Me personally, I think Death Stranding is going to be like an 84, 85, right? Per se. What if they give you another Death Stranding? You know what I'm saying? And like
Low key, I know people are gonna hate me for this one, but if PS5 just happened to come out with PlayStation All Stars 2, I would actually get a PS5.
Oh, really?
Just saying.
Oh,
Get him off this panel. Get him off this panel right now. Get him off this panel. Get him off this
Listen
panel.
here, you're a Nest main. You can't speak.
Yeah,
for that.
that PlayStation All Stars wasn't all that good. I'm sorry. It was chill. It was
It
trash.
was a good game. People just wanted it to be Smash, and it wasn't Smash. Like, fuck trying to knock somebody off the edge when you can do combos and kill them, like you do in most fighting games. Like, that makes more sense. Also, the combos were more fluid. It was less floaty. You didn't have to L cancel or fast fall just to drop fast. It felt like regular combat speed without pressing 1,000 buttons just to make 3 movements.
I would.
that's like Brawlhalla on the Switch.
Oh,
Man,
Well, I wouldn't say
someone get this
Brawlhalla
deal.
per se, but closer to Rivals of Aether. Because Rivals of Aether
in that
is really
case,
fast.
I would rather them bring back Power Stone. In that case, when a party game, that game needs to be revived.
I didn't want a party game. I wanted a good fighting game.
Well, it's a good fighting game. You ever played Power Stone before?
I played Power Stone. It's a party game.
Oh Lord, it's a fighting
Bruh.
game too.
All those kick-ass special moves are weaker than the barrels that hit you. That officially makes it a party game. When you fly in the air and turn golden like a Super Saiyan, and it only takes out a quarter health bar, but the damn barrel takes out 3/4, party game. Party game, bro.
Oh
Gonna say I'm a, he gonna say I'm a next man. So I should be talking. Get the hell out of with you, bro.
But anyway, shit, I think we got about everything, you know. I wouldn't plan on going this long since there wasn't many of us in here. But yeah, like I feel that Gears 5 I think it's gonna be a really good game. It's going to be a contender game of the year because we didn't really have no really great games that came out this. There was some good games that came out, like Metro Exodus. That was a good game came out. Devil May Cry 5. That was a good game. Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, a lot of
Trash.
yeah. A lot of people they don't too much like that. So like
Overhyped game.
it was overhyped, and a lot of the big games that came out this year, it was early this year, so it's kind of been
You
kind
know
of
what's funny? You know what's boggles my mind though? Like Kingdom Hearts 3 has been developed for how many years?
I don't know,
25.
too long,
25.
too long.
Like
so,
forever. Like,
so it's been development since I was born.
I mean, it's been in development for like far too long because if you think, I mean, even though Kingdom Hearts done had a bunch of ports in between,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So, I mean, you can't rule that out.
So
But it's been developed for that long, and still people, and it came out mediocre as fuck. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I
Well,
don't think
well,
Gears should be that way.
well.
Gears is a little different.
That's the thing about Kingdom Hearts because I played it and beat it recently. It's hard to say. Like it definitely felt mad to all of us, but like now, like just subconsciously thinking about it, was it really mad because it was too mediocre, or was it mad because it took so damn long to come out that our expectations were just impossible?
yeah,
Both.
Because when you really think about it, if you've played all the Kingdom Hearts games, even the Game Boy ones, because they were all considered canon, the
Mhm.
story has always been stupid. So we used to just play for the gameplay. Kingdom Hearts 3 arguably gives you more gameplay with all those damn transformations. Now it feels like the game is holding your hand because you're like Goku with a Zenkai boost, but like still, it's plenty of gameplay. In the beginning of the game, before you reach level 5, you have 10 fucking transformations. How is
Mhm.
that not Kingdom Hearts battle style gameplay? I don't understand. That's always been what the game has been. I'm not saying that the story shouldn't have been better, but it's always been shit. It's just something we forgot about because it was so long ago. It was never really that great, but the gameplay was always like what made the game good. I
And they
think
failed.
nostalgia and time just blew everyone's heads up for it to be something it was never ever going to be because that's not what Kingdom Hearts ever was.
so
If you get what I'm saying.
I guess
Yeah.
I guess the last thing before you get up out of here. So what is y'all predictions of the Metacritic score for Gears? I'm gonna go 90. They need a 90. They need a 90. What do y'all think?
Probably like a 91 or 90, 92 or something.
I'm going 94.
Oh wow,
And I
94.
don't even and
Man,
I
that's
don't
that,
even and
that.
I'm not and the only reason why I say 94 is because the Game Pass.
Man, that's God of War territory, man. 94.
That may be God of War
Oh
territory, but
man.
it's not in God of War territory at the same time. I mean, look, honestly, I think like a 92 to 94
Yeah,
is. I mean, you gotta understand, like they have nothing to look forward for the last couple years.
I
So
understand.
you gotta give them the benefit of the doubt. And you know, like if it scores a 94 per se, or
Yeah,
like a 90, you already know the Xbox fanboys, Xbox guys. I don't call them fanboys no more. I call them Xbox guys or
yeah.
whatever. You know, the Xbox guys are gonna be like, oh yeah, game of the year, whatever, whatever. I mean, that's cool, that's great. I mean, that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, give them something to look forward to. You know, especially going into next gen.
I
You know,
get.
and maybe that's Microsoft's. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. You know, we gave you how you say, we gave you Gears at a 91. Nobody cares about Forza. Forza could be like a 99. Nobody cares. You know, it's a racing game or
Yeah.
whatever. But let's give you a Gears at like 92, 93. You know, and let's launch our next box, our next Xbox with Scarlet with a Halo. You know, let's give you something to look forward to. I'm not mad at them for that. That's what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like I mean, play PS3 did. I'm saying, no, no. I'm saying like, when are you guys gonna play it?
Oh shit, the day at lunch. I'm gonna play the single player campaign first, then I'm gonna go back and play it with friends.
Okay, so I mean, I mean, from what I mean, did you play the tech test or no?
No, I hadn't played it.
Okay, so I mean, from I know personally people who played the tech test and they loved it.
Oh, really?
or whatever. I mean, maybe the first weekend was kind of ass because you couldn't even really get on,
Yeah.
type of thing or whatever. But like once they started playing it, they were like, "Oh, it's great." But like, is it really great? Because a lot of the people that were playing it, a lot of them, like, if you look at the gamer score, they didn't even play the game for Gears 4.
Yeah.
So is it really hype or is it really Gears?
Well, from the looks of it, they trying to
I
get
think
away.
Gears. I think Gears 5 will go back to like Gears 1 and 2.
I
In
think
my
that I
opinion, I
think they
think it's up
trying
there.
to like because Gears 4, I believe they trying to make the same game Epic make, and and that's why they couldn't get it to where they had it. So I think that's why they decided to go another direction and try to not only add more elements to the game, but they just want to basically just go a different route and basically just, I guess you could say, not revolutionize the multiplayer, because from what I saw on the horde mode, it looks freaking awesome. And that would make Gears of War very popular because they the one that came out with the horde mode.
They
And
did.
so basically, I could give them that credit. Like, with the horde mode, I felt that they doing something better with the horde mode. For Gears 4, okay, yeah, we know, it was a horde mode on it, but did they do something different? Not really. But with this one, it's like they going balls to the
All out.
walls on this.
Mhm.
So that's why I feel that the quality of this game is going to be a lot better. And plus, by it's been very dry on the Xbox side the past 3 years, I'm pretty sure Microsoft put a whole bunch of their people, their Xbox team, on this game to make sure it comes out really good. So I'm expecting at least a 90. What do you think, Retro Bro?
I think that a 90 would actually sit really good for it because Xbox needs a win right now.
Yes.
They need something.
They need something, man. What y'all guys think in the panel? No, not panel. In the chat,
In chat.
Look, man, I honestly think it's going to be higher than a 90. In my opinion, that's just me. I think it'll be like a 92. I think it's going to be like a 92.
the Trigger Man said Gears 4 multiplayer died like 1 month. I won't necessarily.
But you gotta
I won't say
understand
1
too,
month.
like Gears 5 it's coming to Game Pass at $2. So everybody and their mother's gonna be
No,
playing
you're
that.
right. You're right. That's one thing.
Everybody and their mother's gonna be playing it. Everybody. Everybody.
That's one thing I can't respect Microsoft with the whole Game Pass thing. So, so they giving everybody an opportunity to buy their games, their first party games.
Dude, if look, I would love Sony to do PlayStation Game
They
Pass.
won't never do that.
It'd be amazing.
They will never do that.
They would never do it.
Dude,
but it would
you know
be the
how much
greatest shit
money?
ever.
You know
it
how
would
much-
be the greatest shit ever.
You know how much money Sony would lose if they can sell their first party games for at least $10 million a piece. Why the hell do they want to do a Game Pass? Hell no. They make too much money off of their sales alone. It's not gonna happen, dude.
But if they did, though, it would
It's
be
not
amazing.
gonna. The reason why Microsoft did that because nobody buying no games.
But they're not buying. But
Imagine if
where's their
Sony did that.
profit though with Game Pass?
No, they are making a profit. It's just people felt that.
How is Gears 5 comes out, right?
Yeah.
And it's $2. I mean, it's 87% off right now.
Well, they just want you to subscribe to the service. Like I'm not gonna lie.
But isn't that a loss though? Because after 2 months,
I
unsubscribe.
won't say it's a loss because let's say, for instance, like not only we paying for Xbox Live. So let's say
How much is Xbox Live? 60?
It's 60 a year, but yeah, it's 60. I integrated both my deal, like my Xbox Live and my Game Pass, so I'm paying $15 a month for that. So basically, let's say about 10 million people is on Game Pass. 10 million times 15, that's a lot of freaking money off of 10 million people. That's a lot of money. So,
but that's just for like that's just for like a main Xbox game, or is that for third party too? Like Devil May Cry, Metro Exodus, stuff. Like how much money are they making?
I really don't know. I don't know how much Microsoft is paying them to do that because obviously they're paying them to put those games on that platform.
Well, there's also a hook too. One of the things I noticed it does, because like if you use the Ultimate Gamers Pass for Xbox, because I was like using it at my cousin's house, it lets you play a lot of what people are playing right now. So everything that's popular right now on the Xbox, they allow you to play for free. And since everyone's playing it at the same time now, because it's what everyone's talking about, it entices them to want to buy the DLC. Because you get to play the game for free, but you still gotta pay for DLC if you want to do things like maybe get legendary weapons or do side missions that'll help you level enough to be final boss. So that's how they hook you in. It's almost like the
Yeah,
same
but how
model of
many
like
people are
cell phone
buying
games.
DLCs at this point based off what's going on now? Like, especially based off like what's it called? What the hell is that shit called?
Mm-hmm.
That that pay to win.
Microtransactions.
Yeah, microtransaction. Like people already hate microtransactions as it is. So how many people
People
are getting
do
a
say
free
that, but a
game?
lot of people buy DLC. It's like the
Hmm.
thing everyone says they hate, but everyone does.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like everyone
Look,
has
the
that
last
one thing.
DLC I bought was Spider Man, and because it was well worth it.
Hey, hey, like you just gave me a good example, retro bro. Pokemon Sword and Shield. That game's get a lot of backlash, but we all know that game's gonna do numbers.
That's my point.
And
Yeah.
back to that Game Pass. Like, let I think the Xbox One got like about 40 million installs, something like that install base. So let's say let's say out of the 40 million, 10 million people is subscribed to Xbox Live and Game Pass. So that's $15 a month. That's $150 million a month just off of Game Pass and Xbox Live. I'm talking about only 10 million people. But Microsoft, they
But
don't.
not right off the rip though, because right now, if
Yeah.
you get Game Pass, it's like I told you, it's 87% off.
That
It's
well,
$2
well,
for
I'm
a
talking about
month.
the ongoing customers because you know at Microsoft they love boasting and bragging on how many users they got and how many people that subscribe to Xbox Live and stuff. They got a lot of people subscribed to Xbox Live. That's their bread
They
and butter.
do,
That's their
they
bread and
do.
butter. That's
Plus,
what
it's
they.
a so what? Okay, so let me ask you this: what did they make of the PC version of the game?
I don't know. I really
Because
don't.
I mean, Gear 5 is on PC as well.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't know. Can you do that on the Microsoft Store for PC?
I have no idea.
Like, because I know on Steam you can actually see like with pie charts and graphs like how much it sold over time to I think up to 5 years for games.
Huh.
Can that with me?
Well, I don't know. So hey, um, did you give us an answer, Retro Bro, on what you think the Metacritic is gonna be? Did you ever say?
I said they need a 90, but
What do you
I
think?
think honestly, I think they're probably gonna give them like an 80. Just being real,
Damn,
I'm just being
that's worse than
honest.
Gears 4.
I'm just being honest.
You
Oh,
thinking
okay,
that?
Damn,
Wait a minute. For Gears
but hear me
5 and 80?
damn.
hear me out.
I
Oh
don't believe you.
shit.
I
Here's
don't.
why.
Come on, man. Come on,
Here's
man.
why. I'll give a good explanation. I promise. Okay,
Please,
so look
please
at it
do.
this way.
Please
First
do.
of all, it's the fifth game in the franchise. Do you know how
Okay.
hard it is to make content for anything at number five? Whether it be a book, a movie, a game, it's hard to be the greatest out of so many titles or to even have that much material. So that's going to be a big issue. It's almost like how we just talked about Kingdom Hearts 3 too.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to have high hopes for Gears 5 and what they hope they'll see, but again, it's going to be hard trying to get enough content for a game that's in its fifth installment. So it's
What
not
about
going to
Zelda?
have what you have in your mind. Breath of the Wild completely changed the game because they changed the formula. They decided to say, screw what we've done with
Before,
the traditional
before
games.
Breath of the Wild,
Before Breath of the Wild, I wasn't playing Zelda because I
you
hated the old
wasn't
game.
playing. You wasn't playing. I don't mean to interrupt you, Richard, dude, but you weren't playing.
Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time
Like I played and didn't
or
finish it. I didn't
Majora's
really
Mask.
like it.
You weren't playing Majora's
Mm-mm,
Mask.
mm-mm. I didn't like the old Zelda format because it bothered me to be a swordsman that can't jump. And then I'm not really
You
big
could,
on
but you could do
puzzles, which you
backflips.
do for the
You could
whole
do
game.
backflips.
And then also combat just felt really slow for me. And I'm more of like a speed combat kind of person, kind of like old arcade games used to be. It just wasn't really my vibe. I feel like Breath of the Wild feels more like an RPG. Like you can craft your gear and stuff so it levels up and gets stronger. Each time you beat the bosses, you get like special moves and special attacks. They have a parry system, literally. You can do combos. You can
Hey,
actually jump.
but I mean, Breath of the Wild and I mean not Breath of the Wild. Ocarina of Time. It's the same shit. It's the as Breath of the Wild.
Oh no, it's definitely not the same thing.
I mean, based off what you're trying to do, like doing backflips and front flips and moving side to side and targeting,
Like basically what I'm saying
that's the
is
whole mechanics towards it though.
Zelda's always had the title of being an RPG game. And as someone that plays RPGs like say Final Fantasy, Star Ocean, even
Golden
Mario
Sun.
RPG, it doesn't fit the mold of a traditional RPG to the sense that there's really no real power up or type of progression that you'd get, like say traditional RPGs, like a level system. There wasn't really any real crafting of gear, which is something Breath of the Wild brings to the table. Like it just didn't feel like it felt like too linear for me. Like they call it an RPG, but it just kind of plays like a low scale adventure. And I'll say low scale adventure because Mario's an adventure platformer, and even he jumps.
I agree. I get your point. I
Like
can
from the
understand that.
concept of
I
what
can
is supposed to
understand what
be
you're
in the
saying. I can
making,
understand what you're saying. You're
it
right. You're
just
right. You're
irks
right.
me because I'm a
You're
big
right.
RPG fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Based off what platform you coming from, I can get it. You know,
Okay.
that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
I guess since we about to reach our 2 hour mark, I'm surprised we stayed on this long.
Dang,
Cause,
2 hours? Get out of here, for real.
Cause yeah, I started streaming I think a little bit before 8 o'clock or something like that.
It was 9. Wasn't it like
Uh,
9?
hold on. No, I not. No, it wasn't 9. I started around 8. I started
He didn't
streaming.
start around 8 because I was telling you, I thought you was starting at 8. And I think it was like 8:40, 8:45,
Nah,
something like that.
no,
Was it? Was
no,
it 8?
no. I started at 8. I think I pushed the stream
Uh,
button like maybe 7:58 or something like that.
I know around 9:10, you was thinking about stopping the stream. I was like, wait a minute. Nah. I've been waiting for this shit for like 5 days.
He
You
said,
know
"Fuck."
what I
He said,
mean?
"Fuck
Like,
this. I'm gonna join the
I
panel
said,
so that
I
show
said,
go
fuck.
on."
Yeah. Word up. Let me do a little bit. Maybe what I do is enough to push it. You know what I mean, or whatever.
Nah, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you joining me today,
No
man.
problem, bro. Listen, bro. Like whenever you need like a 6 man off the bench, you know what I mean. You just let me know, whatever. I got you,
I
brother.
got you.
Listen,
I got you.
I don't get nothing out of this. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you bringing me to the panel or whatever. It's great or whatever. You know, I told Z the same thing. I appreciate him bringing me to the panel or
Yeah,
whatever.
appreciate.
And
Yeah, same here, man.
you know what
Yeah, I
I'm saying? Like
appreciate you too.
like
Oh, no
I
problem.
don't want nothing. I don't get paid for this. It's just to me. This is just entertainment.
Oh
It's
yeah.
fun
Exactly.
or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's cool. It's cool
Yeah.
beans. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you need a 6 man off the bench, let me know. I got you or whatever. Especially on a Friday because I'm off on Fridays. It's perfect for me.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's perfect for me. You know what I'm
Nah.
saying? Because I work fucking 4 or 5 days a week, 10 hours a day.
Oh shit. I wish.
Oh yeah, I know the feeling, man. I work at a retail bank, so it's like the same thing.
Amazon, bro. Amazon.
Oh yeah, Amazon. You will get that overtime. You will get it.
Unfortunately, even if you don't want it,
Oh, that sucks.
even if you don't want it, it's mandatory. It's mandatory.
I guess.
So
I
you know what I'm
guess
saying.
so.
But I definitely listen. I have a family too.
Oh yeah.
I have 2 kids. I have a wife or whatever. You know what I'm saying. So like I get it. You know what I'm saying. Like I
Mm-hmm.
told you, real or whatever. It's cool. I gave you my shit on the download. I don't fuck with these weirdo motherfuckers on this Discord or YouTube or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't mess around like that because I just don't. You know what I'm saying. That I might depress motherfuckers.
Already.
You dig it
Uh
or
huh.
whatever. And you a Cowboys fan, real. And I'm a Cowboys fan.
Unfortunately, I am a Cowboys
No,
fan.
fortunately, I am a Cowboys fan from New Jersey. So holla at me, brother.
I don't
You
know
know,
what they.
we will be busting the Giants ass.
They
And
need to get Zig back.
My wife is a Giants fan
Oh hell
who
no. Giants
who
suck.
has said nothing for years
Damn.
because we've been busting their ass for years or whatever. But yeah, but
Mhm.
like I said, I appreciate that the opportunity or whatever. I love what you do or whatever. That's what I was telling you about. Look, I was telling Z about it. Like, yo, Z, like, I'm from where's he from
Yeah.
or whatever. So I'm like, yo, like, put this dude on or whatever. Like, do this, so that's whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't get nothing out of this. I don't get money. I don't get nothing.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm funky with it. You know what I'm saying? I just want I want your shit to keep going or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna try to keep it going because, like, I used to do like 3 to 5 videos a week, man.
you did, and
Shit.
that's how I found you. I found you. Then I found like P Rock. I don't know if you know Portal Rock 77.
Yeah,
And then and through him, I found Z because he was on his shit, and I was like, oh shit, these dudes are bugged out. I said I could talk to these dudes eventually, and I've spoke to you guys. It's taken me like years to talk to you guys or whatever, but it's cool though. I mean, we all talking about the same thing, and we all grown.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't have this conversation with like new Nintendo Switch owners.
as soon as I get off, I'm gonna try that Astral chain. I'm kind of excited. I'm about to kick my son off my TV in there. So, I want to welcome the 3 people that joined my Discord. So yeah, that's why I'm doing these streams again, because I want to get to like about a year ago.
You was rocking. You was getting it in.
Yeah, I was.
And you was at like almost 5,000 subscribers, if I'm not mistaken.
Nah, I wouldn't say about 5,000. Like,
I know you got like 3 now.
Like, if I'd have kept going, I'd have been over 5,000. But about last year, like, I used to get damn near 100 people watching while we was live, and just
but you was you was at hiatus, bro.
Yeah, shit.
Let's be real, bro. Like, let's be real, bro.
Hey,
like, I was checking for you for a while.
I got a 1-year-old son right now, and that's your answer right there.
I dig it. I dig it, brother. I got a 3-year-old. I get it.
That is your
I
answer.
understand, man.
Jesus
I
Christ,
understand.
that boy is killing me.
Funky, bro.
But we definitely gonna do these every Friday. So if I don't do no regular videos in the week, even though I've been trying to do it, I've been telling myself to do it, and I wind up don't doing. I want to watch some anime. So I don't know.
Yeah. I was pushing you yesterday.
I know.
You was like, I'm thinking about making a video. I said, make a fucking video. Like, do the shit. Like, just do it.
We need to do like a random. Yeah, we need to do a random podcast about the Chappelle show comedy.
Like, I told them, like, even if it's 5 minutes, like, fuck it, do it. Like, if it's 5 minutes and it takes you like 10 minutes to edit it, that's 15 minutes, bro. Make it happen. Bang it out. You know what I mean? That's what I was saying. And then, like, when I seen, like, you was like, I kind of seen the negativity when you was like, like, this person's not here, this person's not here. I'm like, yo, fuck it. Yo, let me get up in here. Let me try to help you do what you do. Like I said, I don't get nothing out of this shit.
It's
I'm not trying to build a channel. I don't get money out of this shit. Nothing. Like, it's cool. If I can help you grow, fuck it. I'm cool with that.
Nah, it's all good.
You know what I'm
saying? I appreciate the love.
I'm funky with that, you know, and only because I follow you and I fuck with you. Yeah. You're a cool dude or whatever. You're a family man, just like me. You know what I mean? You might sell drugs on the side. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's your business.
That would be nice, man. I'm broke as hell right now. You don't see no broke drug dealers. Shit.
You better find a motherfucking outlet over there before they build that wall, and you be all right. You know what I mean? But I fucks with you, though. I appreciate the invite, though. You know what I mean? That's cool beans or whatever. You know what I mean? Cool beans to you and cool beans to the panel. And Retro Bro, shout out to you. Shout out to Alex. Shout out
nice
to
meeting you too, man. Yo, are you getting Borderlands 3?
Definitely not. I don't play those shitty ass games.
Really? You don't like Borderlands?
No.
It's an RPG.
I've never played a Borderlands. These
it's
are the games
RPG.
I play. It's RPG what?
It's an RPG game. Like it's a shooter that's made for comedy.
Shooter though. I'm not into first person shooters.
Oh.
But it doesn't really play like a first-person shooter.
But it is though,
because you do platform stuff, like you jump from like mountains and stuff like that. They have special abilities, like you can like phase lock people. The ninja can throw shurikens and become stealth. You can like tank through people and kill them with mallets. Like,
what's your platform? What's your platform? What's your platform?
Mainly PC, mainly PC, but my cousin also got.
I'm definitely looking into a PC next year, but I want to build it from scratch.
Yeah,
and I have my guy. I have my my nerd guy. That's what I call him, or whatever. And he's gonna like put me up on it, but I'm not ready for that right now.
I
I
feel you.
got
Or
you.
Yeah,
whatever.
it's
You know what I'm
definitely
saying?
worth it. Like
Especially with the new consoles coming out like next year.
I feel you, man. It's
Hopefully.
definitely worth it. I saved it back when I was still a
Hopefully.
college student,
But like
and like
I'll
got it built.
I definitely like want to do like different things. Like I said, I want nothing from this. I don't want anything from this. Like, you know what I mean? As long as I can interact with you guys or whatever. I always thought you guys was cool. I never thought I could talk to you guys on some YouTube shit, on some real shit. Like I ain't even go front. I used to be the motherfucker talking fuck shit, like fuck him and fuck him, like type of thing. But, I
shit,
mean, you guys are cool though. Like
I
now
don't
that
mind.
I speak to you guys are super cool, bro.
I don't know how many
Nigga,
times.
between all of us, because we're off air, like I'm baked as fuck right now. I was straight
No,
chilling.
actually, we still on there.
Oh,
We are?
Yeah. I was about. Yeah, I was trying to get y'all attention. I was trying to get y'all attention so we get off air.
Oh
so
shit!
you gonna have to edit that out.
Oh damn, my bad.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, anyway, guys.
I was going nigga on you guys.
Oh shit! It's all good. We say it anyway. But anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all guys for joining, and appreciate the people that joined my Discord. And I got to get my Discord up and running.
Yo,
get that
Discord. The
popping.
Discord is super important, bro.
Yeah, it is
Your
important.
Discord is gonna run you.
Yeah,
You
because
see how Z Discord be bananas.
Yeah, that's basically gonna have to be my notification bill because the whole YouTube algorithm is really tripping. You know, they unsubscribing people from my channel. A lot of people doing that, so it's been a mess. So I gotta get my Discord popping again.
And
so,
you've been saying that shit for a minute now.
Yeah, so
about your Discord, about people like, and I noticed that shit too. It's like when you do like videos, like we never get notifications.
I know it is what it is. So yeah, so I'm gonna be more active on my Discord, and I'm gonna have the Discord the link in the description or in the I'm having in the comment section. So the people that's gonna watch this later, yes, I will have the Discord. So if you're one of my followers, please join my Discord so y'all can keep up to date of what I'm doing, and we can get this channel back up and running. Let's get the subscribers back. Let's keep trucking, man. And after that, I guess let's get our outros out the way. Let's start with you, Retro Bro.
What's up, YouTube? Retro Bro here. Had a lot of fun tonight. Catch y'all later.
All right, let's go with you, Jalen.
What's going on, YouTube? This is your boy Jalen, and I had a good time on this podcast, and I'll see y'all next week.
All right, last not least, go with you, Enrique.
Yeah, don't call me Enrique, my nigga. My name is Street Jesus.
Oh, no.
Whatever. It's cool. I get it because of the thing or whatever. But like on the Discord, they call me Street Jesus. Yo, Street Jesus.
Street Jesus.
She was cool. She was lit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, check out Z Podcast. Check out Real 27 Podcast. Check out Alex Podcast. You know, all these guys in here, they cool beans. You know what I'm saying? Do what y'all do. I mean, even if you don't like it, put a dislike, but it's always a view. So it's cool beans.
Yeah, view's a view.
A view's a view.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, appreciate y'all guys joining, and I will see y'all guys next week. Peace.
All right, take care of yourself, brother.
All right.
Latest.
All right, y'all.